Mrgrrr is trying to reinvent the wheel today with a Pringles can lid and some cardboard scissors. Ernie, how do you like this project? Oh, Mrgrrr, who's this guy? Oh, Ernie, meet your new roommate. That's Cthulhu. What the hell, Mrgrrr? I'm sure a lot of people out there, Ernie, think I'm kind of a what's the politically correct term? Crazy person, Mrgrrr. Yeah, that's it. But I just felt inspired to get a Cthulhu roommate to kind of help me deal with the madness of this whole struggle. I got Godmaker on one lobe of my brain. I got Project Scootergate on another lobe of my brain. My brain is kind of torn in two directions. The whole psychic, the whole psychological torture of this whole investigation and process is quite maddening. So I'm kind of embracing it and just trying to laugh it off because otherwise there might be tears on my new thing here. But anyway, Cthulhu, can you hold the camera for me, please? Do you mind? Oh, thank you, Cthulhu. Ernie, don't look at me like that. I was the cameraman, Mrgrrr. Everybody's going to get a turn. Now, the thing is, my buddy Kevin and I are working on designs for a standee to put monsters on. Okay, speaking of Cthulhu's. All right, let's say we want to fight this thing here, this Cthulhu-like style monster in Godmaker. Well, this is going to have a stand where you put the cardboard monster in so you can move it on the beautiful, beautiful map. Our maps are going to be beautiful. But the thing is, we want to be able to keep track of how many life points this thing has using these dials. We want to know how many minions it has based on this dial. Let's say this giant walking tree had 6 ugly bush pets. You like ugly bush, don't you, Cthulhu? Because it's kind of like a Lovecraftian horror beast. So then, we would set this dial to 6 to know that this guy has 6 ugly bushes walking around with it. And when you beat up some of the ugly bushes, then this number goes down to 3, to 2, to 1, to 0. Now, this dial here has P1, P2, P3, P4. This represents the aggro dial. That means who the monster is aggressive to. So let's say Ernie, Cthulhu, and I am playing. I'm player 1, Ernie's player 2, and Cthulhu's player 3. If this treant really has a burr in its saddle at Ernie, then P2 would be up. So that means Ernie would be aggroed. But let's say Ernie is getting beat up by this monster really bad, and Cthulhu taunts the monster and makes it angry at him. Then we would switch that dial to player 3, and then Cthulhu would take the beatings from the giant tree. So now what I want to do is use some push pins, ouch, don't poke yourself, to kind of put these in strategic spots so that these wheels can be spinned. And I don't want to stab my fingers, though. Be careful, Mrgrrr. Okay, so here we go. So now, see, this thing can be spun inside there. What I would do is probably cut a little hole. I'll probably just use a Sharpie to make like a little window to show where the dial would be. I don't know if I don't have where's my X-Acto knife, Ernie? I don't know where it is, but okay. So we have the aggro one. We have the minion one. So let's get another color for that. Boom. Okay. Now I got to put it right dead in the center. Yeah. Okay. So now we got the minion dial. That spins good. Now, the thing about the life dial is you have a tens place and a ones place. So these dials need to be very close together so they can, and I should have written the numbers kind of vertically. See how here, yeah. I kind of wrote the numbers wrong, but yeah, if I would have made the numbers horizontal instead of vertical, then they could be right next to each other. Like this, for example, would be 13 life points. And then if the monster takes 6 damage, we'd move this down to 7. Now, The super, super sexy version of this does not have dials at all. It's like electrical, and then you have little buttons that you move up and down. So let's say you take 6 damage, you hit down, boop, 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 and it'll have like a digital display. Now we're going to need some Kickstarter money for that, Ernie. Cthulhu, you got to be rich. You got to be rich. But anyway, all right, so let's try to get these where they belong. Dangerous. Okay, so this would be the life pool. Let's set it at 13 life, because that's a lucky number. So we'll put that there. Yeah, come on, get in there. Oh no, come on now. There we go. All right, so that would be, okay, is that spinning? Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yeah, there we go. And then one more, I need a green one. Okay. I'll put this one here, like this, and they got to be very close together, so the numbers, both digits, are in the display window together. So, okay, so now I can set this. Let's set it to 13 life. Oh, I put that one too close to the edge. Dang it. It's not turning. It's stuck on the edge. That's my bad. Ernie, I'm going to put this right through my finger. Okay, well, that one doesn't spin very good, but you get the idea. So, all right. Yeah, those are way too close together. Ernie, props to the guy that invented the wheel. This is a little harder than it looks. All right. Now, there we go. Okay, so now it's set for 16 life. So now we have 16 life treant. Aggro would be here. It's mad at player 3. That's Cthulhu. It has 3 minions left. So let's get out our Sharpie and circle the windows. So this would be the window where the aggro is. This would be the window where the number of minions is. And then this total here would be the life. So I don't know if that's going to make sense to my partner in crime, but hey, it makes sense to me. Ernie, what do you think? I'm not sure about the new roommate, Mr. Grrr.